He's a comedian. Our first comedian,
That's
actually,
right.
on the show. This is Dan Licata.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for having me, Blaze and Alex.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
What's going on, everyone?
What do? You do stand-up. You have a podcast that's Pretty Little Liars themed. That's a TV show on ABC Family, I think.
ABC Family, yeah.
Comedians tend to be... I know that you tend to be the most depressed group of people in showbiz. I was wondering if you experience
Blaze,
that at all. Or...
I'd rather not get into that. If he has...
It's fine.
If you have depression, I just don't want to air it out in this forum, because we're going for a positive energy thing here.
I don't want to bum anybody out. This isn't WTF with Mark Maron, and just so you guys know, I'm not depressed at all. Matter of fact, I've never been depressed in my whole entire life. I wake up every single day and just thank God for life, because it's a gift, and
I love that. I
just try to enjoy it.
I love that you said that.
Is that the answer you want me to get? Do you want me to say
That's
that?
what I would. That's what I like.
As long as that's what you were going to say.
People come to us to smile. They come to us to feel, to kind of distract themselves from the horror of life. Or Dan Licata. It's one of those names you want to say in full.
Dan Licata, you gotta say the whole thing.
Initially, I thought it was one, like a Native American name or something, just Dan Licata.
Yeah, you could say that.
What does your mom call you?
She called me Dan Licata.
She does?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. What's on your shirt?
I don't know if you guys can see this. I made this on cafepress.com. It's a picture of me and Shay Mitchell from the hit ABC Family show Pretty Little Liars. It's not just for families, though. It's for adults, kids, people who don't have families. It's really not just for families now anymore.
Cool. Well, it seems like that isn't a very family-oriented concept. Lying doesn't seem...
Well, I don't know about your family, but my family got a whole lot of liars in it, you know?
I hear that.
Yeah, all right, moving on. It's hard to just say Dan.
Did you bring any props or anything, Dan?
I didn't actually. I didn't bring any props today.
Well, I guess what's the funniest thing you've ever seen?
Well, one time I was working at this hotel, right? And I saw this old man running down the street. He was chasing an Escalade, and he was just going, my briefcase! And he chased it probably 2-3 blocks. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Yeah.
So he thought the Escalade was his briefcase.
Yeah, he thought the car was his briefcase, or his wife was a briefcase and she got kidnapped or something. I don't know, but either way, it was funny as hell, dude.
Thinking his car, or that car was his briefcase. That's pretty good. Funniest thing I've seen, when I was in camp when I was a little boy, we used to gather around at night in our cabin, and my counselor, he'd bring out his guitar, his acoustic guitar, and he would, I don't know how he thought of this, but he would do covers of rap songs.
Rich boy selling crack, and inward wanna check. Shit tight, no slack, just wanna Cadillac. Took it to the chop shop, got the damn top drop. 2 flip-flop, candy red lollipop. Pesos in the parking lot, but I still got my Glock cop. New money, mother effer, don't you see the big knot? Don't you see the big chain? Don't you see the big...
It was hilarious. Yeah, to this day, I don't think I've seen anything that funny. Of course, I went back. He was at Chili's patio one time when I was in high school performing, and I don't know, it wasn't that funny. It didn't have that special something.
The funniest thing, I think, was for me was Biodome, the movie.
So as a comedian, Dan, I was wondering how active you are on social media.
Facebook, I do a lot of status updates. I just put out a little book called Status Quo, Year of Retarded Facebook Statuses. It's the best of the best, you know. Twitter, however, not so much. I don't know. Twitter's kind of annoying. Matter of fact, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say we have a joint Twitter account that we share.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to follow us like immediately after the interview.
Yeah. What's the handle?
At Blaze and Alex.
Okay.
Not ampersand, but and spelled out.
Okay.
And we're trying to get up to, you know, at least, you know, I don't know,
Well,
like
yeah.
2 million, 3 million followers.
We don't want to put a cap on it.
Yeah, I mean, the more the merrier. That's how it goes in the social media landscape. But one thing I heard about Twitter the other day, I told you I'm a pretty happy guy, but it made me a little sad inside for a little bit. I was at the bar, and you know what this kid says? I overheard this kid say, "Oh man, if Mitch Hedberg was still alive, think of how many Twitter followers he'd have." And I felt sad for a lot of reasons, because you don't disrespect the deceased like that, you know? You don't talk about how many Twitter followers would a dead person have. You just don't do that.
How many do you think he'd have?
Probably like 3 million. I don't know if any of the cast of Pretty Little Liars is watching this. Lucy Hale, Troy and Belsario, Shea Mitchell, Ashley Benson. If you are, please let me be on the show.
We've never actually seen. You've never seen it.
I haven't seen that. We actually have a friend, Reed, who watches that.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
regularly.
I'll call him now because I don't have too much else to ask you or talk to you about.
Yeah, dude. Tell Reed. Give him my email.
I'm gonna give him a call. See if he has anything I can bring up to you about that show.
How do you think it's going?
It's going really well.
Reed, real quick.
I love that thing you said earlier about,
I'm not calling about that.
being happy.
Oh yeah.
I love that because that's what people want to see these days.
I figured, man. I was just speaking from
We
the
have
heart.
a professional comedian.
That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Listen,
What?
He watches Pretty Little
Blaze
Liars.
was really disappointed when you said you didn't have a prop.
Yeah.
I could just
Pretty
see it.
Little Liars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I kind of anticipated that.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Right.
P as in pretty.
I brought some
The
bubbles.
show that
Don't
you
tell
watched,
him I
he-
gave them to you.
Okay.
Just,
He's
what
here
do
and he
you do
wants
with
to-
this? It's
Okay, I'll just say, hey,
Reed?
Blaze, remember earlier I said I didn't have
Reed?
a prop? Well, I got you.
Well, you could say like I was yanking your chain,
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
comedians say
I
when
was-
that
He wasn't there.
That's too bad. Hey, Blaze, remember earlier when you asked me if I had the prop and I said no? Well, I was just yanking your chain. Bubbles.
What did you?
Yep.
You won't see it. Let's see it. Oh my god!
Bubble, till in trouble. Look at me, I'm Bubble Sparks. You want to try it, dude? It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta say something funny when you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's more fun that way.
If anybody wants to play marbles, then here we can use these instead. We use one of them instead.
Hey, dude, it's your turn, Alex.
I won't say the mutant that I am, but watch it bubble.
I don't understand the reference.
Just one claw, so
Yeah.
Wolverine. That's pretty good stuff. Dan, I've been working on this joke for a few years now.
Oh yeah.
I wrote it down. I'd love for you to read it, just get your
Oh.
feedback.
Sure, dude. Okay. So we all know about pee-pee and poo-poo, right? Okay. So pee-pee be like, aight, that's cool, but I think we can all agree that poo-poo, hell no, Dude, that was great. You wrote that joke. That's one of the best jokes I ever heard. I don't say that often, folks.
Wow. If there's any Anything you think I can do to improve it?
Only thing I could think of is sometimes repetition helps really sell a joke. So you could just be like, I think we could all agree that poo-poo, hell no. Let me say it again. Poo-poo, hell no. That would really be the only thing. But other than that, that's a perfect joke, dude.
Thank you.
Forgive me. You guys seem to be gelling with that, but I don't see the scatological humor. I think that's over, right?
No, dude, that's what's hot right now.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
That's what the kids want. They don't care about gender politics. They don't want to hear about race relations. It's about piss and shit, all right?
Okay.
so we have a game we wanted to play with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a picture game.
My little cousin, his name is Bailey. He's a great artist. Very troubled, as you can see, but
He basically drew these pictures and pre-recorded what the characters are saying, and the objective is now for you to guess their
you
voice.
have to determine what this character is saying and how the character said it. So you have to choose the correct voice.
And exactly what
There
they're
are
saying.
little blank spots where the dialogue should be. So, you have a prompt here, you have a little bit of context.
Give it a shot. You might like it.
Okay.
This one is like, what is your decree?
My decree is that the Creed CD in my car, that's the best CD.
That might be it. That might be the answer.
Can you check?
I mean, I have to check later because I don't have the file.
What are you talking about? Just Bailey sent us on a Google Drive. Just pull it up on your phone.
The files he sent are really big. It's going to take a while to download.
That should have been done before the interview even took place.
It's fine.
Without stakes, like this isn't even a game. This is just him making. There's no
fine.
buzzer.
Well, he'll do the whole thing. At the very end of the episode, in post, we'll play the right answers. It's fine. We'll keep people sticking around.
How am I supposed to...
We'll call you We'll call you immediately, and I'll let you know if you were right or wrong.
That's ridiculous.
All right. The booger's probably saying... Oh, fuck. I gotta get to work.
That could be it.
Well, we don't know, but...
This is a thought bubble, though, technically, so you wouldn't even have to do a voice. I imagine you just think.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
I got something good.
I bet that's real good.
Yeah.
That might be it. We'll have to check.
Well, I don't know if we can't check that one because
Yeah, I mean, he sent one file that was really weird. I've never seen that extension.
Okay.
All right. She's probably saying, "Hey, everyone."
That might be it. It's pretty good.
Oh, thanks. This is hard, guys. I'm sorry.
It's fine. There is a right answer, but you don't. If you come out of here a loser, you won't know until Blaze calls you.
And tell him if he was right or wrong.
Yeah. Two guys, right? They're walking down the street. All of a sudden, they see a French loaf of French bread, right?
A baguette.
A baguette, so to speak. So they go up to it, and one guy says, "Hey, this will be great. I can take this home, feed my wife and kids, you know." And the other guy says, "Hey, not so fast. I was eyeing that before you even did. I'm gonna take that home to my wife and kids." So they each got it, right? They're having a tug of war with this loaf of French bread, right?
That's good.
All of a sudden, lightning strikes the one guy in the heart, and he dies. And the other guy says, "Well, looks like I'm getting the bread."
That is.
Excuse me. The one that gets hit was that the aggressor?
That was the first guy. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, see, that's
So this guy comes along and takes the bread from the other guy.
Yeah, and the other guy, he just dies instantly.
Is he,
But you know what the funny part is? I forgot this one detail. The bread, it gets toasted.
My decree is that the Creed CD in my car, that's the best CD. Oh, fuck, I gotta get to work.